that basically, because I think that is everybody's gut reaction is
Yeah.
building something novel. And there's this idea that to build anything successful, you have to, you say create demand, but that's like what you would think when you're in that headspace would be like, well, the other thing already exists. Like, I need to be unique. I need to offer something unique. And that's how, because all the success stories that are told are stories of innovation, stories of people doing things different and whatever. And you want to be that thing and not have competition, you know?
Yes.
Be in a space where you're the first one there. There's no competition.
Yes.
You make the thing, you create the thing, you create the demand, this is all the stuff that I think is, if you don't start with it, you're exposed to it early and it makes like intuitive sense. And that's what you think.
Yes. Because, and just to pause there, I think this is a fundamental misunderstanding or myth that we've developed in our culture, where we forget that almost everything is iterative. And even it's almost unfortunate how much Steve Jobs got deified, because people had this idea that he was just pulling out product ideas out of his head. People call him a product person. You know, he's just pulling these things out. When what I've tried to argue is that he was actually just really good at noticing momentum and then seeing the opportunities to improve on it.
Yep.
Before the iPhone, BlackBerry was a massive business. Smartphones in general were a massive business. Nokia, BlackBerry at the time were killing it. They had built these businesses based on this idea that people wanted to answer email on their phone, and then eventually other things too. They wanted maps on their phone. Things that made sense. We already had TomTom GPS and all of the evidence was there. The momentum was there. And that momentum, by the way, was based on previous things, previous trends. So, as soon as we had flip phones, people were asking, I wonder if I could put a camera in here. And as soon as we had a camera in there, even though the camera was shitty, people were willing to take photos on their flip phones.
Yeah.
So this is all existing momentum. And it almost in retrospect, it's like, of course Steve Jobs noticed that.
Yep.
Of course Steve Jobs looked at that and said, wait a second. And then he's looking at this iPod video that he's got in his hand. He's like, what if I just put these together? Like, it's the same form factor. I've got this iPod here that's in everybody's pocket, and I've got this phone that's in everybody's pocket. People have one thing in their right pocket and one thing in their left pocket. We could just put it in one pocket,
Yeah.
It's not that big of a jump.